Why do you ignore red flag if you are in a relationship? Why did I ignore certain red flags with certain people? It's a good question, isn't it? Because recently I've created videos on 12 different red flags in relationships. I talked about it a lot. And it seems obvious if someone is being violent with you, if they are offending you, if you don't feel safe, comfortable, they're lying, cheating. These are just some examples. Why would you stay? Why would we stay in this type of relationship? So it got me thinking about potential reasons, what it is behind those objectively obvious wrong traits, and yet we do stay and we enter those type of relationships. So one of the main reasons, I think it could be just simply lack of awareness. Perhaps when you first enter a relationship, it's not obvious that this person has a quality or a trait that is a red flag. They might be hiding it from you, or you might not think anything wrong of it first, but as it keeps repeating and happening over and over, and you realize how negative it is on your life, how it impacts you, how it makes you feel stressed, uncomfortable, unappreciated, and lots of other difficult emotions. That's maybe when you realize, oops, that was there from the beginning, and maybe I haven't noticed, or I just wasn't aware that this is going to have such a negative impact on me. And the second thing would be that people could be hiding red flags, some of the qualities they have. They could be lying, we could be deceived, we could be so much in love with someone that we don't want to see it, or we don't see it until it's too late, until we are quite involved in a relationship. Another thing that leads into that could be a promise of change, that people often voice their willingness to change their behavior, to try to be better, to stop certain things, and we want to believe them, so we go along, and if it keeps happening and happening again, we give another chance and another, and they apologize, and it can get easily into that vicious pattern where there is a hope for improvement, but it actually doesn't happen. Another reason behind entering relationships where there are obvious red flags is that familiarity. If you were raised in an environment in that what you observed between your parents, your friends, your caregivers, or maybe that's how you were treated, you don't think anything wrong of it. You might think, oh, this is normal, this is to be expected from the relationship. Sometimes it's just what we know, and we repeat what feels familiar to us. And the last thing that I can think of is problem with low self-esteem. I feel like a lot of us are just struggling to believe that we deserve better, that we can be in a healthy and loving relationship. Perhaps we might think that we are not good enough for someone, that we don't deserve to be loved, to be treated in a certain way, and that's why we hang on and stay with people who display those red flags. So yeah, these are some of my thoughts on potential reasons why we enter relationships despite a very obvious red flags. But you guys, if you have any other experiences or thoughts, comment. I will be interested to hear it.